So there's this habit that I do, and I believe that if you're a Christian, you should do this. Journaling, you should write, take note of stuff. Because sometime in the future it's going to be a memorial. You're going to remember by looking at it, all the things that you have gone through and all the things that God has brought you through. For okay, like in my memorial book, I have so many things written down there. I have a record of a time I prayed to God when I was absolute lack, and He brought somebody to help me. I have a memorial there of healing, of sicknesses that were healed, of surgeries that were survived, of my mom, things I prayed about my mom that He answered. I have different memorials of a different people in my family, and every time I look upon these things in the days where I'm in despair, something on the inside of me remembers that the God that I'm worshiping and praying to is faithful to me. He was faithful in this time. So He's faithful again, even though right now it feels like I can't seem to see that faithfulness. That record that I have is a memorial for me. In our devotional today, the children of Israel are reminded again, a memorial is brought before them. Remember that this is the third part of the process that Elijah went through before fire came down from heaven on Mount Carmel. We said that the first one was that he had the right timing, the second one was that he built the altar, and the third one, in building the altar, he took 12 stones that signified the 12 tribes of Israel. You have to understand that at this time that Israel was divided, that there was the 10 tribes on one side and 2 tribes on this side, but still their covenant with God, the promise that God made them was to all of them. And each of that stone coming together was to remind them that the God that we're talking about here is the God that brought you out of the land of Egypt. It was that important. So it was a memorial of God. It was a memorial before God that these are your people that are gathered before you, the ones that you delivered. Look now and show mercy. And it was a memorial for the children of Israel as well, and say, this is the God that delivered you. And although you have walked away, you can still come together and you can still reconcile. You can still, you're still important to Him. You can still fix it. You can still come back. It was a memorial between them and God. Don't take for granted the things that God had done for you, so much so that you don't take record of it. You need to have it recorded. You need to have it put somewhere so that you can remind yourself, you can meditate on it, and you can read it out to God and remind God that not that He has forgotten, but remind Him that you are faithful in this time and you'll be faithful again. And that would help you not be afraid because now you have an evidence. The songwriter Nathaniel Bassi, I think he sang a song of you. You have a track record of keeping your word. How do you think the track record is found? Through the things you have journaled and recorded for memory purpose. Your head is not so reliable to remember with date and specificity. Unless you have a photographic memory, you won't remember the dates and the specific details of how God brought that miracle. But if you take note of it, if you record it, it becomes your hallelujah report. It becomes your testimony. It becomes your praise report. It becomes your good news. And you can shout and you can talk about it and you can have a heart filled with confidence and faith, knowing that the God that was faithful to you, just as you have recorded, is still going to be faithful to you again. So if you have not been journaling, if you have not been taking notes, take notes, put it down, record it. It will come in handy someday. To read today's devotional, visit the website that is displaying on your screen or visit my bio or the description to find the link. God bless you.